75% of Russians are supportive of Putin's maneuvers, and I mean the obvious reason for that is that they have access only to Kremlin-approved propaganda sites instead of proper journalism. Could you give my listeners just a small idea of what that is like, of how you can have people in Ukraine telling their family members in Russia what is happening, and their family members in Russia telling them that they must be mistaken and that they know that what is happening is nothing like what they're seeing on screens all over the world?
I'd be more than happy to tell you. I was 21 years old when Soviet Union collapsed. And at that time, we had 3 programs on TV. The TV is totally controlled. 3 newspapers and just 1 party. I do remember how people had no idea what is happening. One story. I was myself collecting my breakfast money to help UK's miners. Because we saw that you are guys dying out here, we had to support. And I, small Soviet kid, was bringing this couple of pennies to help those kids.
Well, can I thank you? It's better late than never, but the gratitude of the...
See, now you survived thanks to my breakfast money.
So, crikey, that's an incredibly poignant vignette. You mentioned assistance from your friends. Do you feel that you're getting enough?
No, this is very sensitive political issue. We have to praise each and every pound, each and every rocket, each and every helmet, and we're doing it sincerely. And we understand that not many nations actually can stand up and stand with us against Putin. So many of them scared of his might in the nuclear and the rest of it. But there are some nations who are not just standing, but leading. And UK, US, a couple of our usual friends like Poland, Canada, Baltic nations, but so many of them are still not there, still not with us. Recently, German moved. They were so neutral, if I may use it with this word, being a member of NATO. But now more and more are moving in and helping us. Again, it's not enough for us to withstand this pressure, because there's the huge Red Army is still very dangerous.
The no-fly zone as the obvious extremity, and as yet very little appetite for that among Western powers. What else might be on that scale? What else could countries do, countries like Germany or the UK? What could they do that is not going as far as a NATO no-fly zone, but going further than we currently are?
I agree with Secretary Wallace, who mentioned that non-fly zone can actually be approved by and supported by 2 means. One is the real non-fly zone, the way described, that NATO planes are enforcing this regime over our sky on our own invitation. Or the second way is to provide us with enough anti-air capabilities, so we will be able to shut down anybody who is unwelcomed in our sky, mostly Russian rockets, Russian planes and helicopters.
So, I mean, are those supply chains growing? Are those weapons making their way to Ukraine at a gratifying pace?
Now we are talking about the equipment which would allow us to cover, very low altitudes against the helicopter, something which can be shot by a soldier himself. This is great thing, like Stingers, and something the UK has and was already announced and they're coming to Ukraine. But this is only of those which are covering more or less 4 kilometers of altitude. Anything, this 700 cruise missiles been shot at Ukrainian cities. Unfortunately, these systems can intercept.
I understand. What, Ambassador, is, in your personal opinion, the best case scenario looking ahead?
We hope, and that's our tactic, it's not even strategy because we are doing each and every day, that we will fight to the moment when the sanctions and the political pressure and everything else, internal pressure within Russian society, would allow to get some of these messages through the skull of Putin and his cronies around him. That's probably the best way. But in a way, we have to survive all this, and our civilians have to survive, and our military have to survive, and the economy have to survive all of this.